our offensive player of the game, Zeke Daniels, 14 rushes, 89 yards. What turned things around in the second half for your club?
Just continuous hard work, everybody buying in, trying to leave the first half behind us. I think something that, us as a player, group, try to focus on is, staying even kill and not living in the past, living in the present and just trying to play the best as we can,
Did you feel that you were going to be more active as a rusher in the second half, or did that develop as the second half developed?
100%. Coach was telling me all week, just be prepared to have some QB runs. So, I just got to be ready when my number's called and do what I can. The offensive line blocked really well, and the slot backs and everything. So, just trying to run as well as I can.
Talk about the touchdown run, because it seemed like once you popped through, it was open. And I know Everett Smalley was out there in front of you.
Yeah. Me and Everett talk about that play all the time, and Everett pulled, he was in front of me, and I just told him to lead the way, and I just followed my blockers.
This was your last shot at the CIC trophy. What does it mean as a senior, after not having it for 6 years, to be able to say you brought it back to the academy?
It means a lot, and I've experienced a lot, in these service academy games, especially with Army, and be able to come out here and beat them as a team. It's a great feeling, unbelievable.
Were you getting to the point at times where you're first and goal at the 1, and then you got to settle for a field goal, and then you have the ball, maybe you can run out the clock, but you got to give it back? Were you saying to yourself, oh, not again, not again?
Yeah, I think we're just beating ourselves, and at times. So it was just trying to, stay even killed and do what we can, and we got a little jittery there, but we were able to make the field goal, and our defense was there to hold us, so it was a good feeling.
Enjoy this one.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Zeke Daniels, our defensive player of the game. T.D. Blackman, 6 tackles and a sack. And I don't know if you know this number. Army in the second half, 20 yards of offense. Just 20. You make any changes at halftime?
Not really. We came in with a game plan. We all executed very well, stuck to our assignments. Playing another academy school is very, difficult. They're going to come with things you haven't seen before, and us just being assignment sound and being able to execute really got the job done.
Jones is a good runner. We saw some of that in the first half. How were you able to limit those gains of his in the second half?
Just being able to tackle the football. We had some leaky yardage in the first, and weren't very assignment key, weren't good with our eyes in a couple instances, and just being able to increase those in the second half and do better made it very easy to stop the run and be assignment sound football.
When you get the lead on Zeke's run, what's the mood like, and what kind of attitude are you now taking the field with when you're finally on top 10-7?
The same attitude as if we were down. It's a 3-point game. They can come down, score big, and they're up again. So just having the same level-headed mentality going onto the field every time, whether we're down or we're up, really helps us.
Throughout the week, there were people talking, hey, you haven't had the CIC trophy since 2016. Army's beaten you 4 of 5. How much of that did you hear, or did you block it out? I mean, how did you manage all that?
You obviously try to block it out, but the facts are the facts. We haven't been able to beat them in quite some time. So in the back of our mind, we were here last year, and completely different feeling last year. So knowing that we felt this way and wanted to come out and change that feeling and get the win was good.
And what does it feel like to sing second?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the best feeling out there.
TD, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Troy, first half to second half, what was the difference for your team?
Well, obviously we moved the ball pretty well in the second half, but our defense was absolutely sensational, Jim. I mean, truly, you look right after the interception, that could have been a turning point. They're up 7-3. They have great field position. Our defense comes up with the stop. And then the second half, it's indescribable how well we played on defense.
To back that up, Army only had 20 yards offense in the second half. Offensively, what started working for you in the second half?
Well, I think a little bit of everything. We had a couple of good runs, especially with Brad, and certainly hit some crucial throws, to David, too. So, just everybody. Everybody played really, really, really well, and Zeke Daniels was sensational.
You had trouble at times getting to the outside, but Zeke was able to find some seems like over either tackle and make some good yards.
Yeah, he did. Whether it was quarterback draw or a counter that he scored on, he had some key runs, and I'll tell you, just how decisive he was on some of his throws, and David made some huge catches too.
David had some catches last year in this game. He had 3, but they were huge and they were tough catches. Nothing was easy today.
No, they weren't. They were all strong hand, strong rebound catches. And again, Jim, our defense, the last 38 minutes of the game were my goodness, played about as, you know, they were darn good. Now we're going to have to change. We're going to have to switch gears here in 7 days, but my goodness, for this moment, they were superb.